All right, Ms. Hutt. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, and thank y'all for inviting me. I hope I'm not your first. I hope I'm not your first. But I'm originally from Bedford, Virginia, near Roanoke. It's right there on the border where West Virginia, Tennessee, and North Carolina hits Virginia. I went to high school there. I'm the oldest of 10 kids. And then, let's see, I was the first to go to college. If I'm talking too much, you just say, Miss Hutt, you know. But anyway, so then I went to college. I went to Virginia State. It was a college then, but now it's after I graduated, it became a university. I have a bachelor's and a master's in biology, but I always wanted to be a nurse. And if I give you too much information, you just say, hold it up, okay? Because I can talk. When I graduated from high school, I knew I wanted to be a nurse. No doubt in my mind, I wanted to be a nurse. So when it was time, you know how colleges come around to the high schools? And one college came from Virginia State. They were the band traveled a lot. And me, because I was from a real small town, what I did was I wanted to travel too. But I also wanted to be a nurse. And another college from Richmond, Medical College of Virginia, they had said, well, you don't have to come the first 2 years. You can transfer after the first 2 years, and you still can be a nurse. So I went to, can you guess? Oh, y'all can't talk. Okay, I'm sorry.
They don't like to talk.
Oh, okay. The ones who got
This class, for whatever reason, they don't like to talk.
Oh, okay. So I took Virginia State. I went to Virginia State, and the third year, and I majored in biology, and the third year that was coming up, the band was going to go to Europe. So it was either go to Europe or go to nursing school. I know she talks over there. Which one do you think I went to?
Me?
Mm-hmm. Oh, never mind. So I went to, yes, sir.
Europe.
Yeah, I went to Europe. The band went to Europe. We went to 5 different countries. We went to England, France, Germany, Amsterdam, and somewhere else. I can't remember. But anyway, so when I got back, I called the nursing school, and they said, well, it's still going to take 2 years, and I could finish at Virginia State in 1 year and have my bachelor's in biology. So I went, and when you're young, you kind of, okay, y'all not stupid, but I was stupid. But anyway, so I stayed at Virginia State, got my bachelor's degree, and the head of my department said, well, Dorothy, what are you going to do now? And because I was spoiled, I said, well, I guess I'll just go home and sit with my grandma. And at the time, when I called the nursing school back, they said it's still going to take 2 years. And I said, well, at the time I wasn't understanding. It wasn't going to take 2 complete years, but the way the courses were, like you had to take Nursing 101 and Nursing 102 before you could take Nursing 103 and 104, if that was the case. So they were in different semesters, and that's what I would have to do.
We're going to have some of the kids. Oh, no, it's okay, because they're going to be asking you a little bit about college.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So we're going to start by the first question. Michael, you have the first question, right? So, Michael, could you ask the first question?
When you were in college, did you always wanted to be a nurse? Did you ever want to be anything else?
Just a nurse. I always wanted to be a nurse.
When did you know you wanted to be a nurse?
When I was growing up, my aunt was a nurse, my mom was an LPN. I just thought that was the coolest thing. I wanted to help people.
So
I cared about it.
You're from a family of healthcare.
Not really. I mean, it was just a couple of them, but
Okay.
my aunt was an RN, and she worked in D.C.
Okay. Question number 2?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Tyler.
What exactly did you want to do as a nurse? Because I know there were like different parts.
Oh, wait, no, hang on, Tyler. We're going over the questions we did yesterday, but I'll let you ask that question afterwards. Okay? Who has question 2? It's on your sheet. Kayla.
What was one unique or special experience that you had at college?
I guess being on the band, we traveled a lot, and every November for Thanksgiving, we always went and played halftime show for the Jets game. So I was never home. And exciting. I mean, I met a lot of different people from all over. My first boyfriend was from New York. Oh, I'm supposed to say, excuse me. That's all I need to know. I don't know.
What instrument did you play in the band?
I played regular clarinet
Mm-hmm.
in the marching band, and I played the bass clarinet in the concert band.
So you guys did exhibitions all around
Yeah,
Europe
we
and
traveled
around the
a whole
country?
lot. Yeah,
Oh, that's amazing.
yeah.
Question number 3.
Yes, ma'am.
What was your experience like freshman year of college?
Well, freshman year, because I was in the band, so the summer before my freshman year, I had to go to school. I had to be there. And by the time school started, I was all that plus a couple, oh, no, sorry. I had a lot of other friends that were in sophomores, juniors, and seniors because they were in the band too. We had to wear, back then, we had to wear these little beanie caps. They knew that we were freshmen. They told us not to walk on that grass and all like that, you know. And we had a curfew. We had I don't even think we had to be in by 10 o'clock or something like that on weekdays. Might have been 9 o'clock, and then on the weekends we had to be there by 12 or something.
Did you have co-ed dorms?
Don't even try.
Co-ed means mixed gender, so
Yeah.
boys and girls. Now most dorms are co-ed. They're usually co-ed by room, so a boy room and then a girl room and then a boy room and a girl room, or floor, a boy floor and a girl floor. But most dorms now are co-ed. But that was a shift that happened recently, only in like the past, I'd say 10 years really, that they started making most of the dorms co-ed. Before that, they were all separated. The men had their own dorms and the women had their own dorms.
But one of the trips that we took, we went to Carnegie, New York, and they had co-ed dorms, and we had to stay in the dorm. We thought that was so exciting. Boys and girls stayed on the same floor.
Question 4.
Yes, sir.
What subject did you take in college, and did any of them really help you prepare for the future?
Yes, I took biology. I majored in biology. And as you know, biology is the study of science of life. So, yes. And then I took anatomy and physiology, but my major was biology, so we had some anatomy and all that sort of stuff. So, yes, I did.
Question number 5.
What challenges did you have to face in college that helped to shape who you are now?
Math. Oh, math was a bummer, boy. But I'm real outgoing, so my personality, you might not think so, but I'm approachable, so I was friendly, you know, and I'm country, so I always speak to people. So that wasn't a problem getting along with people. I guess my biggest thing was the math. And I did, you know, I was smart enough to go and get help with it. Did I answer your question?
And question number 6. Yep.
What is one thing that you would change about your college experience, and why?
You know what, baby doll? I don't think I would, I don't mean to call you big doll. I don't think I would change anything. I got to meet new people. I got to travel. I was in a course, my course was something that I was interested in. I had great teachers. I had a car on, you know, my freshman year, even though my mom didn't want. But I don't know whether I would.
You had a car your freshman year?
Well, the second semester, yeah.
Did you have to drive all your friends around?
Yeah. Maybe that's why I had friends, something like that. But I was gone a lot, so I don't think I would change anything.
And I think that's the last one. Is there an 8th question? I don't think so. So just to wrap it up, could you describe one experience for us in college that really helped to shape who you are today?
One experience?
Large or small? It can be throughout a semester or.
I think the biggest experience was having those roommates. Again, they were all different, and then I got to meet some other people that was on my floor. I remember my roommate, her name was Yvonne Teresa Virginia Gravely. And I remember each of her middle name because of the alphabet. But anyway, when we came into the room, she was from a real little town. You know, I think my town was little, but she was from a real small town in Virginia. And when she came in, she said, "These are my clothes, I don't share them. These are my books, I don't share them. I don't loan money. I don't play cards. I don't drink." Before the end of the semester, I'm quite sure, she was the one who was climbing out the window, with her boyfriend. I know I'm not answering your question, but the different people that I met made a big impression on me.
No, that's great. So, of those people, obviously your roommates had a great impact on you, as roommates often do, because you spend so much time with them. Are there any other particular people that helped to really shape an impact on you, leave an impact?
I guess my teachers. But remember, I wanted to be a nurse, and nothing was going to change that. So, you know, I had great biology teachers. After I graduated, I stayed and worked on my master's degree. I just went straight through, and I was doing things that I knew I needed a job. I can't go into this, right?
No, you can, absolutely.
Okay. I knew I needed a job, and I was taking parasitology, which is the study of parasites. Anyway, my histology teacher said that if anybody needed a job, you can have one, and I needed the money. So he showed me what I needed to do. He worked with mice. You had to take the mice between his ears, pick them up, lift them over, and then give them an injection that would put him to sleep. And then we had to we did a little surgery on him, took his testes out. And what we were trying to find was trypanosomes and some worms to make sure whether that would mess up the growth or not. But that was interesting. I did it because I needed a job, and it got easier as I did it.
And then, how about coming away from college after the experience with your biology major and what sounds like awesome traveling with the band and your experience with the band? How did those things how did you take those things with you? What those lessons, and how did they impact the person that you are now?
I was always a good looking artist. After I graduated from grad school, I started teaching. I went straight to teaching as a professor at a college, a junior college down there, who was junior college to women married. The people I had met, you know, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the question. Did they impact?
So, like, no, I understand it's kind of an abstract question. How did those experiences impact you? Are you different because of, did the traveling make you different, or did they change you in any way? Any of the experiences, the traveling, the working
I guess
major?
the people I met, especially my peers in school, they impacted a lot of stuff on me, because, you know, you're going to have different kinds of friends no matter where you go. So it's up to you to decide what you're going to do. So it's up to you if you're going to be that one to take drugs, you know, and I think everybody here probably knows somebody who has taken drugs. You might be the one that you'll find those ones who stayed out all night, and the ones who decided that they didn't want to study. You're going to come across all these kind of people. I kind of knew that this is where I wanted to be, and I just did it. I don't know. I think maybe the raising of my grandparents had a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's a great answer. Thank you. Does anybody else have any other questions they'd like to ask before we let Ms. Hutt return to her planning period? Yeah.
What made you want to come work at Howard?
Do I be honest?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
Okay. You know, I have been at Del Castle. I taught the LPN program, the high school LPN program, and then we let that go, and then I started teaching biomedical. they needed another teacher here, nurse tech, so, and because I'm in the Vo-Tech school district, they transferred me. They told me that I was coming to Howard. But to tell you the truth, and don't tell them, please don't tell them, I've always wanted to come to Howard. Always. Ever since I moved to Delaware, I wanted to come to Howard.
Any other questions?
Can I come back and tell y'all about my master's degree and then tell y'all some other stuff? You want me to go? Bye-bye?
No, keep talking.
Oh, no. You know what the band's motto was? You might be asking me. The band's motto was, join the band, see the land, meet your man. Yeah, I had a good time.
Let's give Ms. Hunt a hand. Thank you.
If you ever have any questions, I think I'm gonna get this